Hey everyone, have I got a story for you. So 2 weeks ago, I got 3 new foster kittens. Their names are Doll, Isla, and Momo. So when you get kittens from an animal shelter, you don't usually have a ton of information about where they came from. We just knew that they were found outside by a good Samaritan, and that was really it. But my nonprofit, Orphan Kitten Club, has a program called the Full Circle Program, where we actually go out to the address where the kittens were found, and we investigate, where did they come from? Where is their mom? Are there other cats in that community that need to be spayed and neutered? So we go to the neighborhood, we leave door knockers on the doors, and later that evening, I get a phone call from a woman who tells me that yes, there was a mama cat in the neighborhood, and she actually had 4 kittens. But I only had 3. Where's the 4th kitten? And where is this mama? Well, she said that on Halloween night, the mama cat had gotten spooked and she had taken one of her babies, run off, and didn't come back for the other 3. They had waited and waited and waited overnight until the next day. The babies had been without mom for so long that they ended up bringing them to the animal shelter. But we knew that somewhere out there is this mama and her 4th baby. It's a very complicated situation because knowing that there is a 4th baby outside means that we can't try to catch mom and reunite her with these guys unless we know where that 4th baby is. If we were to trap the mama and bring her to be with these 3, we would be abandoning a 4th kitten outside who would die. We couldn't try to trap mom until we located the 4th kitten. We looked and looked and looked. And for the last 2 weeks, the mama has been spotted a few times, but never the baby. Until today. You guys, it has been 16 days that we've been looking for this mom and baby, and finally, the neighbor found them. So it turns out this entire time, the mama has had the baby on the side of the house, and that baby has survived through flash floods and very cold weather that we've had, and she looks great. I'm so excited that we got her. So she called us and said, I have the baby. But that put us in another tricky situation because we don't want to just take a baby away from mom if they are thriving with their mom, as this kitten seemed to be doing. So we were like, okay, well now we have the baby, but we need the mom. I'm so happy to say that an hour later, mama was found and she was able to be trapped. So now I have these 3 kittens who are 2 weeks into being here and are bottle babies and are doing fantastic with me. But now we have their mama and their other sibling who have been out in the field for the last 2 weeks. This presents us with yet another complicated situation because during that 2-week period, the mama cat and her baby could have been exposed to any number of contagious diseases in the environment. Of course, we always quarantine animals for 2 weeks before introducing them to each other, unless they come as a litter. But because it has been 2 weeks, even though they are a litter, what do we do? Of course, 2 weeks out in the field also means that mama is probably not lactating as much as she would have been if she had all 4 of her babies with her. And these babies are very comfortable on a bottle. I mean, look at how chunky they are. You guys are thriving. So I think there are a lot of different ways that you can handle this situation, but the safest thing to do is to have a short quarantine period for the mama and the new baby so that we are not exposing these ones to any disease when they're already so healthy. So mama and baby came back to the clubhouse and they have their own little unit where they will stay together. This baby has already been with mom the whole time and is thriving, so of course we want to keep them together. But we also want to make sure that these little ones are not exposed to any dangerous disease and that they're not introduced to a mama who is not able to provide the milk that they would need. I wanted to share this story because, first of all, I am so happy that we finally got the mom and the baby, but also because I think it really exemplifies how complicated some of these situations can really be. People ask, what do you do when you find a kitten outside? And the answer is, it's complicated. I do have a ton of videos and resources about what to do if you find a kitten outside, but the truth is every situation is so different, and some situations are incredibly complicated like this, where you're asking yourself things like, okay, well, if you find the baby but not the mama, what do you do? If you find some of the babies but not all of the babies, what do you do? What if you find some of the babies and then the other babies you find weeks later, what do you do? These are complicated situations, and so I think it is important to, use your critical thinking skills and to try to do the least amount of harm and the most amount of good. In this situation, I'm just so happy that we have the entire family now and that we have the ability to to, keep everybody safe. And I cannot wait until this quarantine period is up so we can reintroduce these little ones with their mama and their sister. So to go with the Nepali food theme, we have named Mama Tali, and the new baby is Amli. And they join Isla, Momo, and Doll to make a delicious Nepali meal. Listen, we ate a lot of good food when we were in Nepal, and the whole time I was just writing down cute name ideas, so here they are. When I talk about full circle, this is what I mean. Yes, it's important for us to go to the animal shelter and get cute little kittens to foster. But if they are orphaned, it's even more important for us to go back into the field and find where they came from and find their mama, find out if there's any siblings out there. If we had not gone and found the mom and baby that were still out there, they probably would have been both pregnant within the next year, and I would have been getting more foster kittens from the shelter who came from that same community. In this way, we are able to save more lives and prevent more kittens from entering our shelter system. So this, to me, is what full circle really means. Kittens are cute, but we don't need any more of them now, do we? No, we don't. You guys are plenty. Oh, Momo, you're so cute.